Are you filing your nails? Are you
Kinda,
filing your
yeah.
nails?
It's the motherfucking DRE. Dr. Dre, motherfucker.
Hey, what is going on, YouTube? It's
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel. Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's Crowdfunding Comics Creator Power Hour. We're back, and joining me is my lovely co-host, Miss Cara Nicole. Cara, welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back. It's been a hot minute.
I know.
When I say
The
hot,
show
it's
goes
like
through
118, 119. It's like 1,000,000 degrees outside.
I know. My hair melted off, but I'm
I
doing
know,
all
it
right.
did.
You know, you got tampons in your hat, catching that sweat.
Absolutely.
That's
Oh
how
my-
we
yeah.
roll. That's how we roll. How have you been, Cara?
I've been living the dream, doing the thing. I just had a sale on my store. I got
Saw
Fire
that.
Bitch. I've been putting out, like, you know, shipping that out, and just I did not go to San Diego this year.
Me neither. Me neither.
You know, with the current climate of everything and all the stuff going on, and now they're talking about cosplayers with SAG and all this shit, and then the artists fighting, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not ready. I
Talking
just
about
don't
Tony
want
Isabella.
Did
Did you hear? Did you see that shit? Oh
Wait,
my
what?
God. Tony Isabella.
No.
Yeah, he's going after Eric July for his ISOM book. Everyone's going after that guy. It's crazy.
Well, and there was that artist that got thrown out because I guess they're an artist, but they used AI for some of their promo, and they got it's removed from the convention, and
Really?
then yeah,
Oh, interesting.
and yeah, and then they'd exhibited there before, and then there were a lot of people saying with the studios that if you're a cosplayer and you dress up as the wrong thing, now you'll never get on with set. Like, it's just nasty. And so we stayed home. We shipped out more issues of our comic that we write and draw and do all that for, and you know, we went live all weekend. So we played a lot of music, played some stuff that hasn't been released yet, that hasn't even been recorded yet. I made some terrible oatmeal cookies, and you know, we just kind of chilled and hung out with people and played some music and chit chat and stayed home with y'all and had a good sale. And
Nice. And I even got something great in the mail. A Fire Bitch 3D book. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Did you get the 3D? Did you do the 3D cover?
Yeah, I've got the 3D.
Okay, so I was talking to Billy about that, and yeah, you got the glasses and
Yes. It was funny because like right while I was playing the intro, I was like, oh man, I wanted to like have it in my hand. But like, I don't have time to run upstairs and get it.
That's okay.
But no,
they're custom. Cool. Like, we had them made like with our logos and stuff on them.
Yeah. No, that was awesome. It's awesome. And so speaking of awesome, we got 3 awesome campaigns tonight. We've got 2 returning guests. We've got a new guest that we haven't had on who has an absolutely incredible book, an absolutely incredible artist. I've been following him on Twitter for a long time. But we're going to be talking some Miss Inkwell gallery book. We've got the Black Phantom. We've got the Good Night Paradise Lost #2. So let's bring it out. Let's hang out with some cool creators all the way from Holland. Our good friend, returning guest, Mr. Richard Boom Vava Boom.
Woo, woo. Hey, guys.
Up, man.
Hey, Cara. Hey, Nile. Now looking great. Cara, always looking great.
Yes. And you even you slept a little bit and you woke up, you set an alarm just to be here tonight. So we appreciate it. You've got a really
what time
cool
is it?
campaign.
It's at 3 a.m. here in the Netherlands.
Oh.
Yeah, time zones. We love them, right? Can't do without it. Can't do it with them. Can't do it without them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've got another great guest on joining us tonight. Everyone, please welcome Mr. Chad Townsend. What is up?
Howdy.
Hey.
Welcome. Love your work.
Thank you
You're such
so
an
much.
Incredible talent.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Ready to talk to you. Check out this book. It's insane. Love it. Love your style. It's gonna be awesome. and our third guest hanging out with us tonight, we've got Miss Crystal McGhee.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Welcome back, Crystal.
That is great.
You've got issue 2 going on here, The Good Night. We're gonna dive into that. You've got some great art style too. I love what you do with your interiors, so I can't wait to check those out. And as we were chatting, this is the post San Diego Comic-Con week. Have any of you ever been? Have any of you attended Comic-Con? And did you
many
attend
times?
Here?
Yes, many times. Mainly in the 90s.
In the 90s?
Yeah, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
Nice.
That must be completely different now.
It's not much different, and that convention center has grown, but I don't think it's changed much. It was different when it was in the hotel before the convention center.
Yeah. So did you see the evolution of
Because
Hollywood?
I've been going
over?
ever since 2013, for sure. Pretty consistent.
Did you go this year?
Not this year. I've actually, with all of the striking going on as far as like the film SAG and like Writers Guild, I've been kind of like in limbo, but I have the production that I'm on, they actually got a waiver, so we're currently able to film. So that's awesome.
Oh, that's good.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
What are you filming?
I can't say.
Darn it. I knew you were going to say
That's
that.
NDA.
Is it anybody we know?
Like celebrity wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. I think I know what it is.
It's not too hard. Movie. There's only a couple productions that have waivers, so you can guess.
We'll have to Google it later. We'll Google it.
Okay, cool.
Well, let's do it. Let's dive into some campaigns tonight, people. Let's check out. We're going to start off with Mr. Richard Boom Vava Voom, since he's up bright and early in case he wants to get to bed. But you've got a really interesting campaign. You've got up on here Miss Inkwell. Why is this not coming up? What is going on here? Come on, StreamYard. What are you doing? Well, that's a first. I've never had the screen not come up.
That's cool.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Cara.
Yes.
What is going on here?
Huh.
What'd you do?
That has never happened. In 5 years, that has never happened. Let's try it.
It's me. I've brought this all on.
Here we go. Let's see if this works. Yeah. Here we go. Come on now. Boom. All right. There we go. Okay, we got it. We got it. It's because StreamYard keeps adding all these stupid features now.
Everything does it. Everyone tries to change and become better, and all we want to do is be left the hell alone.
Exactly. Exactly.
Here we go. Try to fix anything. That's good.
Exactly. But we got so Miss Inkwell, man. Let's talk about this, Richard. So this book is like dedicated to inkers, right? So
that's good. That's it.
How did you how did this even come about, man?
Well, basically, I love the inker and the ink community for many years, and I've been friends with Bob Ellman for many years. I've been trying to work with. I'm trying to help them with press releases and getting more profile, because I think inkers are kind of sometimes not really that famous like pencilers But there are so many incredibly talented inkers that really can make or break a piece. And if you see, for instance, the inking challenge over at Inkwell Awards, it's so different. You have this Alex Saviak or Joe Sinat or whatever, or Mike Diodato, a piece, a blue line, and then everyone inks it differently, and that's just it's magic taking place. And I tried to persuade Bob Almond to put out a new version of his gallery book, basically just to get some more cash into his charity Inkwell Awards. So yeah, that's basically what I'm trying, just to give those inkers more profile and give artists more profile and give this charity case more cash flow. That's it. So we got some incredibly talented new guys, high profilers like Eric Basaldua and Beecham, Mark Beecham, and Monty Moore, for instance. Those are the high profilers, but also new guys like Joran Evers from the Netherlands, also Vince Altabanas from he's living in Canada now, and Chiara DiFranco. Billy knows that. Monty Moore worked with Chiara on his latest campaign as well. So yeah, she's new and up and coming. She worked with Mirka Andolfo a lot. So yeah, you also get a lot of new work, but you also get the older versions with so many talented people. And I hope to get a real boost and maybe make tenfold of what we're doing now.
Yeah. How many
what I hope.
inkers do you have in this book?
I think we're now at 40.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a 160-page book now, most likely a bit more. When you look at those teasers over there, it's just very small pieces of art that I put together just to see, just to showcase how much different variants there is in all those artists, because they're really rocking it.
Man, no, that's incredible. The art is really awesome in this book.
Yeah, the cover by Bill Sinkovich. The back is by Randy Green and Laura Martin. So that's also very, very, very cool looking. And we got Jimmy Palmiotti.
Love it. Love it.
Now, he wrote the foreword for the book, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and it's really a very, very nice, heartfelt contribution. So we're very, very, very proud of it. Yeah.
All right. Hail Cara's chest tonight. Yeah. Kevin Dorr representing. Let's check out your campaign video.
Thanks. Welcome to the Miss Inkwell Art Gallery Book Project. Inker Bob Almond had a dream to promote and educate about the often misunderstood art form of inking, and to draw attention and recognition to its best artists. So together with legendary ink artist Joe Sinat, and with the help of many others, he created the Inkwell Awards Advocacy, the first and only organization of its kind in the multiverse. But dreams cost money. In helping create this book, you, the backers, will help our cause at Inkwell Awards. Celebrating our spokesmodel with art by legends like Sinkovich, Basaldua, Randy Green, Monty Moore, Chaikin, Sinat, Netzer, Shatsaudis, Churchill, and many more. The great Will Eisner stated, "Inking is sexy," but he never met our spokesmodel, Miss India Wells. And she brings the sexy, and now you can see her in all her glory in assorted interpretations. Added also our behind-the-scenes material on her origins, her designs, and even a photo lineup of our live spokesmodels. Thank you very, very much. Well, this is what you get if you have no budget and and a Dutch accent.
That's
you know,
quite
it's
the
really-
lineup, though.
It's
Oh,
more
yeah.
about having the video. Like checking
Yeah.
the boxes means a lot to them when they're deciding whether or not your campaign is going to be seen. If you actually look at how long anyone watches a video, there's amazing videos that people watch 5 seconds of, and that's it. So it's really just about having it and going that extra mile.
Yeah, it was still fun to do. That's for sure.
Now, how did
Yeah.
you get all these artists involved? Did they all do original pieces for this book?
Yeah, they did. They did, and some have actually contributed the original art. So we've got a piece of Monty Moore and Howard Monty Moore and Mark Beecham, for instance, on sale in this campaign, and Ken Hunt and Dan Parent.
Names in this book.
Yeah,
I love that Ebass piece though with her with the giant pen. That was great. There's so many just amazing pieces in there.
So what kind of pledge levels are we looking at?
oh, we've got everything from the cheap digital stuff to high-end rollers like $800 for the Monty Moore piece, $750 for the Mark Beecham piece, $500 I think for the Dan Parent piece, which is sold. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But the fact that Ken Hunt and Monty Moore and Mark Beecham, here you see the Mark Beecham piece, and it's just it's just insane. It's it has all those ink blots on the best spots. So it's very, very, very nicely executed. It's one of my favorite pieces. And Monty Moore, he just he aced it on just the figure itself.
Now all the contributions go to the Inkwell?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Wow.
that's for sure. Well, after I've decided to do the fulfillment and printing and stuff from my home, just to make sure that Bob Almond, the president of the Inkwell Awards, isn't burdened anymore, because he's also full-time inker, and he has his plate very full. So I decided, okay, if I can help with this, for now still a modest outcome, then I will be happy to do that. It's 100% charity.
Wow.
And then some.
Crazy. That's really cool. I like this a lot. A lot of good art in here.
Yeah, the lineup is just incredible. If you just look at all the names, and it's just really got big names.
Yeah, Mark Texera in here.
Yeah.
Dan Panosian.
Yeah. Ian Churchill is one of the new guys as well.
Is Billy Tucci in here?
Yeah.
And
The
Billy
one and only.
Tucci.
Yeah.
I believe Billy Tucci's in there. I remember doing some stuff for them.
Yeah.
What?
We got
Why
a
so
nice one. Hey,
quiet
Billy.
tonight, Tucci?
What?
Why are you so quiet? You're just sitting there
Tired.
all timid. I bet you're fucking tired.
I'm freaking exhausted.
Yeah. How was your trip, man?
It was great. It was great. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Let's talk about these guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Thanks,
how long
Billy.
did this take to actually put together, Richard?
A year. It took. Well, we took the 2015 or 2016 original gallery book, and then we tried to contact new people like Eric Bassadua and so many different people, but they all had this this personal workload, of course, for their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a year. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome. So you've got 9 days left on this campaign. You are funded. So if anyone's interested, you can check the link below in the description. The link's going to be posted up into the chat here, the live chat. Check it out. Check out all the awesome names that are on here. All the original art that's put into this is going to a good cause. This is a charity project going towards the Inkwell Awards. supporting, really, I think, some of the guys that, may not always get the most recognition are the inkers. But I mean, they make the pages, man.
Yeah, that's true. I even got this amazing page by Tom Palmer over some bloke that's called Jerry or Billy, or I'm not sure. Something about Heroes for Hire. So some odd goofball Marvel book, I think. So I got this page here, and it's inked, and it's just amazing. And then you see the extra that an inker can bring, and it's just a good inker, he can make or break something, man.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Well, hey, I really appreciate you bringing this campaign on. It's really cool.
Yeah, thanks.
What's the plan for this after? Are you going to try to do any other crowdfunding sites, try to build up more funds after Kickstarter?
Yeah, afterwards I'm going to go to Indiegogo, and then most likely the survey via Pledgebox.
Okay.
So that's basically the current plan. And perhaps I'm also going to do the backer kit crowdsourcing, because that's new. I'm just going to try and help these guys as much as possible. I have a few of these charity cases or friends that I really want to help, build something. And I love helping people put out their things. And if I can do it with helping them with, putting, a bit of my time into crowdsourcing platforms like Indiegogo, like BackerKit, like Pledgebox, Pledgemaster. It's just something that I really love to do. So this is basically not the only charity case I'm doing, or not the only help I am lending out. So, but it's fun to do.
Cool.
That's really my drive. Just helping people and making sure that everything is maximized.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping on a huge turnaround in this one, because the inkers and the Inkwell community, the inkers community, really need this this appreciation. That's for sure.
Well, man, we appreciate you bringing this on. And again, everyone, check out that link. Also, if the funds aren't there and you want to continue supporting indie creators, always share. Grab the link, share them on your social media, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Threads, whatever you're doing. The X now. They're not
Thanks.
Twitter.
It's going to be massive, immensely fun art book. It's going to be A4, oversized, perhaps even a dust jacket if I'm if I'm able to. So yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Very cool. So, you keep talking about charity cases, so I think we should get into our next charity case here with Mr. Chad Townsend.
Thanks.
With the Black Phantom on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Pretty nice looking book, man.
Appreciate it.
Less than 1,500 away from
10K
figures, baby. Let's go.
It's my first campaign, so I'm not expecting like Tucci numbers, but eventually I'll get there, I imagine.
You'll get
keep
there.
working at it.
You'll get there.
You'll get there, man. Stay positive. Drink the happy juice,
I'm all on board.
But we gotta talk about something before we talk about your campaign.
Oh yeah, we do.
We need to come to the group
Here,
here.
well, let me tell this story then. So without any giving away anything. So my history comes from when I was younger. I worked in comic shops when I was a lot younger, and I was also assistant to a lot of different comic guys back in the early 90s. And I went to this one convention. It was in Philly. It was the Heroes Magazine convention. Do you remember that, Billy?
Say that again?
Do you remember the Heroes Magazine comic convention? So
wait, Heroes Con?
It was Heroes Magazine. Remember, they did one convention. It was the convention that had the famous Todd McFarlane and Peter David debate at this convention.
I wasn't at that. I don't know if I was at that.
You
con.
were at that.
Was I at the con?
You were at that, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So we had a booth right across from Mr. T where he was promoting his book that was drawn
Dude, you
by
can call me
Neil
Billy.
Adams.
You don't have to call me Mr. T, dude.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know who it was, being an assistant and whatnot. I don't know. I think Neil Adams or somebody sent this pretty good-looking young guy with a mullet, to my table, and to have him show off my artwork. And he proceeds to open his portfolio and hand me the original artwork to this cover right here.
Oh.
Boom.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me make it big. Hang on.
So
I didn't, not the original artwork.
The actual original artwork for the first sheet cover.
No.
You handed it to me from your portfolio at this table to get a critique on your inks.
Oh,
and
okay.
I proceeded to trash the shit out of you. Like, not really trash you, but I proceeded to tell you, dude, you need to heavy up the line weights on the swords and the hands and stuff so they'll pop out and this and that. And looking back, I went, what the hell was I thinking? It was fine the whole time, So I've been so I was embarrassed about it looking back on it. So my apologies, Billy, but yes, you did show me this cover way back when. The original.
I was not there.
You were there. I promise you, you were there.
I'm gonna look. Let me see the year of this.
This was right before
it happened.
This was before you published She.
Nope. It wasn't me. It was not me.
It had to be. How would someone have that cover?
Who would have the original? It was you. Maybe
it wasn't me, but
maybe it wasn't Heroes, but it was a convention in Philly right before
maybe Philadelphia. Then it could be.
Maybe
Philadelphia.
it was Philadelphia, but it was right
Heroes
before
in Charlotte. Yeah, because I would have went to that. Yeah, I'm sure I would have done that and went to, because it is October 1993, and I do remember going to that convention, showing everybody the first.
All right, maybe that was it.
The colors to Chi. So definitely that was okay. Yeah, because I didn't go to Heroes Con until 1995.
It wasn't Heroes Con.
Yeah, it was a Philadelphia show, because that's where it says the debate was. And I did go to that show. Like I said, I took a train down, and went to all the dealers to show them my book, and no one liked it.
Yeah, you showed it to me, and I was a jerk. I was like this punk kid. I'm gonna take this guy down a notch. No, I'm just kidding.
It worked out. It worked out. It was fine.
It sure did. It paid off in big time.
I remember I went to everybody, and they're like, not interested. Yeah, no. I'm like, this is my book. It's in previews, or it will be in previews in 2 months. Blah blah blah. And most people are like, it's all right. Yeah, I don't know. Nah,
that's so wild in retrospect.
Well, you got crystals that retailers do not want to make your book hot. They don't want it to work. When the book is hot, it gets hot from the fans and stuff.
Right.
Retailers will never push your book. An unknown, they will never push your book unless they're a buddy of yours, and you belong to that shop or something like that. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll buy 10 copies and try to push it, but. They don't want. I've never met a retail that this thing is going to be awesome. Let's support it. I've never seen. I don't recall anyone ever doing that.
Right.
And that's why we took them all by surprise, which was great. So it was. It was a good time, man. That was a good time.
That same convention, I met Bob Overstreet for the first time, and Jeff Parker when he was trying to get work in the comic industry. Met a lot of people at that convention.
Yeah, that was a big show. I remember that was a huge show. I even went to the Jim Shooter was for Valiant. Defiant was holding a storytelling seminar about storytelling, and I remember going to it and sitting in the audience and stuff. And I got a little certificate because I went. I don't know, the 50 or 100 other people there.
Really, Defiant was at that time too.
Yep. Man,
I inked a bunch of backgrounds on those cards, for that set, that first set he put out.
Yeah, that was those.
Do you have that certificate hanging up in your studio?
No. Yeah, sure.
Come on.
Never hung it up anywhere. I'm like, it's like you sit there for 45 minutes and he's like, look at Will Eisner and look at Frank Miller. And it's like, oh, okay. I brought my notebook and everything. Like I was going to take, and I'm like, I don't need this.
I don't remember that McFarlane debate being any good. Like I brought a camera.
Well, Todd went as a joke. The whole thing to Todd was a joke.
Right.
Was that where he had no shirt?
Yeah, he came in like boxing trunks on and stuff, and he wanted to have it as a it was fun, something to create, like people talking and all, and have
right.
And then Peter went and did notes and all this stuff, and as Peter David is compared, Todd's a funny guy, like telling jokes, and doesn't take himself too seriously, and that was that. So,
well, there you go. That's my embarrassment.
That's not why you embarrassed. Who cares? I was learning. I was
yeah.
I was probably the same age as you. I don't know how old you were. So
I'm 50 right now. So
so I was 6 years older than you.
Yep.
Crazy.
That's 26.
Crazy. You got schooled, Tucci.
Tucci got schooled.
You got schooled.
So it's all coming back around.
It's all coming back. But now we're going to get schooled.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
With a great campaign.
Black Phantom.
Very cool.
Yeah, you want to play the trailer, or
that's what I'm going.
Yeah, let's play this trailer
Let's
play this trailer so I can give it a critique.
Give it a critique. Yeah.
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear. It's me they hear. Your spirit and my voice in one combine. The phantom of the opera is there inside my mind.
So it's about this Walking Dead man in World War II. He's sent on a mission to go find the V2 rockets where they're manufactured, steal a transmitter, and send a flare to light the way for the Allied bombers to come take that place out. And along the way, he fights Nazi vampires and a boss named Horntoad. And his superpower is this skeleton key. It's like his kryptonite. When it's taken away from him, he's just a dead corpse. And he has these worms flowing through his body. So anytime he loses a limb or whatever, he could slap it back on and it grows back together. And he's kind of got this chameleon ability to change his face to any dead person he touches. So there you go. It's 2 books.
How did you come up with that theme? How did you come up with an idea like that? That's just crazy cool.
I've had this character since I was a teenager, and I've made a couple attempts to do comics with him. But I've been in the animation industry and video game industry since like the 90s. And I've pitched it twice to different animation studios and almost sold it a couple times. And one of the guys I pitched it to was Dennis Cohen when he was at BET Animation. He almost bought it, but I'm glad I didn't sell it. So yeah, I've had this for quite a while. I've been developing it and redrawing and redesigning this character for many years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool. Something. It's very special. Very old.
On Twitter that you had posted that this was something you were trying to do as an animated series, and then bringing it now to the comic book form.
Yeah, and that's I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't do it. If you look at a lot of these guys that are trying to get these Netflix deals, with comics, that's a really dumb thing to want to do, especially if you're not anybody yet. Because I've seen guys get deals and they'll get like a $50,000, $100,000 licensing deal, and turns out they pay that out weekly over a period of 3
Yes,
years.
dude.
So-
Exactly.
So you're not getting anything. Like you think you're getting something, but you're not. You're just
And the
getting a cheap
residuals
deal.
are terrible on that stuff too. All of the streamers.
So I'm at a point now, like kind of like Ethan talks about. We've worked. I've worked for Warner Brothers for a long time and Disney, and I'm just kind of tired of it now. I don't own any of it. I've worked on so many different animated movies and TV shows that I promise you have seen at one point or another. Anybody watching right now has seen the movie I've worked on, but yeah, it doesn't. I don't get anything out of it. I'm glad I got a paycheck, and I've been very blessed that I was able to feed my family for all these years. But I don't own it, you know. So,
Yeah. What level of work were you doing in animation?
I mainly do prop designs and character design. Also effects. Do the effect design for different shots. So basically, I'd get storyboards, and they would hand me a list of all the items they needed drawn, and I would draw those objects at the angles that are in the boards for the shot. I'd get the background and size it up, and yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I love animation, man.
I like it too. It pays very well. Like I said, it's really good job if you can get it.
Yeah, and you can see, I mean, you have that animated style in your artwork.
Yeah.
Very dynamic.
I want my characters to emote and act, you know, and really show emotion. So I try to incorporate that into my designs.
Yeah. No, everything's very dynamic. I love it. So now we have here, we've got Black Phantom, right? And then when you come down, we've got Kid Squid Zero.
Yes, that's an additional book with 3 other characters that I'm putting in with the campaign, because I think until you get the campaign, I think people are going to really like this book, but it's not one that I could have just done a campaign all on its own. So, but there are 3 characters in it: Kid Squid, Dr. Cthulhu, and Pain Dora, and they all get their powers through this event having to do with the Cthulhu monster. As you can see, Dr. Cthulhu's ingesting Cthulhu into his body to trap him inside his body and become the living host, the living cell for Cthulhu. And his powers come out with this monster. But eventually it just drives him insane. And there's my lineup.
Nice.
Now, it's going to be 2 books and a standee for $25, and it's 2 24-page comics of story, and then additional material after that in the books. And there's a
sketch cards.
There's a sketch card tier you can add on, and a sketch cover variant for each of the books, so you could choose Kid Squid or Black Phantom variant covers. I even I have add-on blanks if anybody wanted to just purchase the blank variants.
Oh, that's cool. I really like your character designs.
Yeah, it's great.
It really is.
Thanks.
And the pages, man, they just pop. They pop so well. Now this is a black and white book.
Yes, there will be spot color. I hope. I have to look into it and see what it does to my budget. But I think there will be like spots of red, like for blood and stuff like that.
Nice. That's a cool touch.
Yeah, and Agent Zero says here, this is amazing. Awesome work, Chad. I've been a fan of yours for a while now. Happy to see the Black Phantom.
Thank you, Mr. Zero.
Is this the first time you've ever done a comic book with him? Or have you done any previous comic books?
I've done him in as prints and different things like that for quite a number of years and made money off of it and kept saying I was going to do it. But like, here I am now, I'm doing it, you know, like I decided this is what I want to do with kind of the rest of my life now, you know, like,
yeah.
How much gas do I have in the tank? I don't know. So I'm going to make the best of it. right?
Yeah, no, start
Hell
producing your
yeah.
own IP. Yeah, develop it up. That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. So you're funded. You got 14 days left on your Indiegogo.
Yep.
You're at 176 backers. Are you gonna extend this for another 30?
Not. I'm based off of like some advice from different guys like Graham and Patrick, and
Mhm.
I might just do it 15 and that's it. So, yeah, if I could reach 10K, I'd be happy.
Yeah,
You
will.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
So you're doing great on Indiegogo.
Mhm.
Are you going to? I mean, I try Indiegogo, but it just turns blank for me. But I still try, but it just does nothing for me. But will you try to also switch over to Kickstarter or any other
Right.
crowdsourcing platform to try and at least try and get some extra cash flow?
Right now, I just want the first one to be as simple as possible. I want
Yeah.
it to be on one platform, and I chose one that everybody knows and uses. But I'll eventually on other campaigns might expand out. But I just need to
Get your
get
feet
this
wet.
first one out, yeah, and get my feet wet.
Yeah.
So
That's good. And you're doing great for a first one.
Yeah.
And this is
And-
a really fun project. It looks really great. You did a fantastic job.
it's finished too, by the way. So
Oh, it's even better.
if you're backing it, it's already done. I just need to work out last editing stuff on it and the additional material in the books. But
And the red patches.
yeah, I just want to get it done and get going and get started on my next book, because the next story is about the Black Phantom and the Spear of Destiny and Patton taking the spear and trying to conquer Russia with it. So
Oh, that's a cool idea.
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really
I love
big.
anything World War II.
That's
I'm
relevant. Yeah.
So the Black Phantom is kind of like an Indiana Jones superhero kind of thing, and there's a little bit of G.I. Joe mixed in with it too, because the second book I'm gonna start introducing friends, like buddies, because I've got this sidekick of his called Gremlin, which is a giant gremlin dog kind of creature that can destroy anything mechanical that he touches, and there's also another character named Geronimo. He's a Jewish Indian. He's gonna have a Star of David on his helmet and some feathers coming off, because I'm a big fan of old Joe Kubert, Sergeant Rock, and all that stuff too. So
yeah.
Yep.
Geronimo. I love that. That is awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool. So will you go in demand with this, or are you going to clip it after the next 15?
I might go in demand. I might do that, but I've already got an amount of how many copies I want to get printed, and I want to overprint. That way I still have plenty to sell afterward. And then anytime I do a new campaign, I'll do a new cover or a new variant.
Nice, man. Well, hey, this campaign looks sick. Looks sick. It's original. I love what you're doing. It's your first campaign. You're doing great. First off, a lot of people don't even break 5K.
Right.
And this is going good. And you've got a good, you've got a good reputation. Your pedigree in the industry. I mean, so really, now that people are going to know that you're crowdfunding, I think you're just going to be doing like what the other creators did and just doing that next step, getting bigger, bigger.
Just
which is going to
feed
be
the
awesome.
fire.
Yeah. Have you been hitting a lot of the streaming scene now? Like trying to get on as many streams as you can? Promote?
I'm still, I'm still building it up, still working on it. I need to get my channel going a lot more and try streaming on there. But yeah, I was very blessed. My first week, EVS had me on a couple times.
That's awesome.
Me and Crystal. And and then
well, I caught that stream. I saw that. Yeah.
And Patrick has reached out, and Kelsey was the first one to help me, and he launched my campaign 2 weeks ago. So, yeah.
Yeah, Dan Pleagle. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well.
Thanks,
Chad is
Dan.
creating a great new IP for sure, man. This is cool.
This
is really cool. I'd like to see this as maybe you can get it as an animated series at some point.
Yeah, eventually. First, I'd rather just like be putting out my own book for a while. I've got a dozen plots already written out that I've been compiling for years with this character. So I've got it. I know where I'm going with it, and yeah, Kid Squid. Kid Squid as well. I want to eventually have them meet up in our current time period, but I gotta build up with the Black Phantom. And anyway,
Nice. Yeah, let me zoom in on that.
Here's one of my standees, a
Ooh,
sample.
I love those.
That's cool.
Here's
Get a little LED light behind it. You know, people, you could do a lot with it.
They can manufacture an LED light in the base if you want, but right now my budget doesn't qualify for that. But a surprising thing too, I might be doing an action figure next year, and I was not expecting that I would be doing it. So
yeah, very cool, man. I like your background too.
Thank you. I've got a Tom McFarlane Hulk back here poster.
Yep. Is that Mr. Magoo?
It is. Let's see.
Got some Mr. Magoo there.
It's a Mr. Magoo soap bottle, bubble bath soap bottle from way back.
Is that Wacko? Wacko back there?
Yep, and Wacko. I worked on the last show I worked on was the new Tiny Toons. I didn't get to work on new Animaniacs, but
oh, you worked on the new Tiny Toons that's going to be premiering soon?
Yep, I spent. They finished 2 seasons of it before they even decided to even announce it. So
how woke is it?
You know, I couldn't tell you.
NDA.
Well, no, not even that. See, because I worked on before that. I was with Disney on a show called Big City Greens, and it's their #1 cartoon. I really love that show, but when the whole Florida thing happened, the Don't Say Gay bill thing happened, things started getting woke on the show. Like they started slipping in their own narratives into the story, and that's kind of where I started drawing the line. You know, I've started saying this lately, but I've snuck in a bunch of stuff. Anytime somebody snuck in something woke, I snuck in something to counter it, like in the show. I even hid EVS in an episode.
What?
Yep.
That's awesome.
The human sunbeam.
Very cool. That's cool, man. Well, hey, everyone, check out the link for this. It's in the description below. It's been in the live chat. Check it out. Give it a share on your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Threads, whatever you're using. Get the Black Phantom out there. It's Chad's first campaign. Let's show them how this indie community works and, lifting up all sales. So, yeah, man, really cool. I really like this dude. I do. I want to see more from
Niles. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Did a great job with it, buddy. You really did.
Very good.
Thanks.
And now it's time for Billy's critique.
Yeah, Billy, tear me apart, buddy.
I've seen it before. It's freaking awesome.
Thanks.
I think that his knees could be a little larger. His ankles a little thinner.
Yeah,
but the lines are okay. We'll go there.
I like contorting him and bending him and making him look broken. You know?
Yes. It looks good, man. Really cool. Yeah. All right, Miss Crystal McGhee.
Crystal.
The Good Night Paradise Lost #2.
I know. So exciting.
Nice. Third campaign.
Second, actually.
It says 3. It says 3.
One was a film project that I was trying to do. So that's the third.
She's like, you idiot. It's 2.
You're good.
Thanks, Crystal. Thank you.
Jerk.
I know.
You're
what
good.
The hell?
Way to go, Nile.
Start off with Cara making fun of me, and now Crystal's getting on me about her
No
campaign
worries.
count.
I just didn't want people to get confused that there's like 2 books out. I mean 3 when there's 2.
Yeah. So let's do this. We'll start off with your campaign video, and then we'll dive right into it.
Sounds good.
Beefcake and cheesecake. Nice.
Nice. You're awesome on the guitar, Crystal.
I wish.
She's just like
That would be a gift.
That would be cool. That'd be
Impressive.
cool.
The art on all three of these campaigns is phenomenal.
yeah. You do all the art, Crystal?
No, I'm actually the writer. Francisco Narde is the interior artist for this series.
He did an amazing job.
Beautiful.
His
Yeah.
art is stunning.
It's so amazing, and especially in person because he does a lot of mixed media. So he'll do basically anything to get a texture on canvas, charcoals, watercolor, from time to time acrylics. And then we'll kind of both work on it in Photoshop and kind of tweak it to get it to where it is on the page.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very mystical looking.
Yeah, it looks
Big
cool.
old hello.
Yes, yes. So let's talk about the Goodnight Paradise Lost #2.
Yeah. So in this one, the first issue, we were just kind of introducing you to characters and stuff. And in issue 2, we're getting pretty deep as far as the story and what's going on and more of the Arthurian lore aspect of the book. Because our main character, the cute little teddy bear there, he was once a man and a knight particularly on King Arthur's court. So he actually sat at the round table. And he ends up getting turned into a teddy bear when he sort of acquires the Grail. King Arthur's ailing, and he has acquired it to kind of get him healed and back into the fight. There's some stuff's going on with that. And his best friend there with the red hair, King Mikkel, who's like Danish royalty, has some plans for immortality. So he's decided to take the Grail for himself. And he's permanently turned our main character into an adorable little teddy bear. It is a mature book, so don't let the cuteness of Sir Alexander fool you. We have some pretty awesome stuff. We have a lot of just like aerial dragon fights. We have giants getting beheaded like in the first issue. A lot more blood and gore for sure. And we have some interesting scenes with nymphs and some other mystical creatures. So it's pretty nifty kind of going into that a lot more in this issue.
Yeah, I love the art. It kind of has like a haunting effect to it, you know?
It
Especially with the
does.
black and white.
Yeah, very atmospheric.
Yeah.
But this is going to be color, though, right?
So no, the first so anything that happens in the past is in color. So the whole stuff with Sir Alexander getting turned into a teddy bear is in the past. So therefore that's in color. Everything else will remain black and white, monochrome as usual.
Oh, that's cool. What a great idea.
I mean, just look at this panel right here with this battle taking place.
Yeah.
I know, it's so detailed. I have so many pieces at my house that are just all over the wall, and it's kind of wild but also spooky because the details and the eyes and the scenery, it just looks so real.
So this isn't digital work.
Not all of it, no. There's a
Wow.
lot of the base is actually on canvas. And sometimes what he'll paint on canvas doesn't come through clean enough, or it's not as shiny, and that's when we go into Photoshop and get to work on that aspect of it.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know.
All right, so we got some sample pages here, which look amazing, and then you've got your character lineup, which is awesome. So there's a lot of characters in here.
Quite the bunch, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
very cool. I like how you have the
absolutely
bio,
love-
though. I like how you have the
know.
bio. That's great.
And we have like a Toppin, who's like our decapitated head. That's always amazing. I've always wanted to do that with a character, so I get to do that here. So that's amazing. Kept alive by magic, so pretty nifty.
Yeah.
That teddy bear looks
Recovery.
pretty pissed off right there.
Yeah.
Well, I would think you would if you're turned, you were a pretty good looking dude, doing well with the ladies, and then you're just a cute little teddy bear. That kind of kills your prospects.
That's he's sexually frustrated, Billy.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, but what makes you turn murderous?
Yeah. No, this is great.
But you'll see quite a few characters from Arthurian lore pop up. Obviously, King Arthur, Merlin, the Lady of the Lake eventually. And you'll start to see some of the other knights that are also still alive at this point in present day. And you'll kind of get to catch up with them. And if you noticed, or anybody caught on in the title, it is Paradise Lost. So there is some biblical aspects that you will see as well start to get kind of just appear in the story. So you'll have archangels, stuff like that, mixed with all the Arthurian lore and awesome horror fantasy vibes.
So what mind frame were you in? Like where were you with like certain interests and whatnot that actually made you come up with this story?
Well, I've had this idea sort of just churning in my head since I was since 4th grade. I had one of my friends in class do these storyboards for it. And, we kind of worked on those. And so I've just kind of had this. There's also a couple inspirations, actually, were Akira, for sure. That's kind of where I got this idea of sort of an inanimate object becoming human, or the transference of soul into an object. And that was pretty big. And I've always loved heavy metal magazine. So that's kind of just like what I grew up with, a lot of indie stuff. I got into comics through my dad, and he has probably the biggest collection I've ever seen. So many issues. He's big time collector. But I really gravitated towards the indies, so stuff like Ninja Turtles, Pit, Spawn, and that's just kind of what I was vibing with.
No, that's awesome. That's great. How's your dad like that you're making comics?
He loves it.
Yeah. It's like, my daughter makes comics.
I know.
That is so cool. Now, how many? So this is issue number 2. So how many books are you planning for this story?
So in total, right now, it's fully scripted, so we know where the story's going. There's 12 issues that we have planned. We might end up not quite condensing, but just kind of making them more giant-sized issues. It just kind of depends, but for right now, 12 issues.
Oh, wow. That's great. And then you can have a nice trade paperback.
Yeah.
Or a hardcover, mystical, leather bound with like looks like a flesh face on it.
Oh, dude, that would be so awesome. And I kind of took that. That's kind of like a reference from Evil Dead.
The Necronomicon.
I love that. Yes, so I was like, that book would be so awesome if it was like talking and just saying absolute nonsense, and that's what I'm doing here. Because what's interesting is in the character descriptions, Jeffrey is kind of like he's an interesting mix because he sold his soul to Lucifer. And he kind of has like demonic like features to him. And the kind of nasty venom like tongue that's just, going all around. But he caught his wife cheating on him with a friend of his. And so he basically decapitated his wife, turned her into just kind of a head kept alive by magic. And his best friend he turned into a book. So that's the magic book that he has there with the flesh face and everything. So
Yeah. So here's her decapitated head.
Yeah.
Here's our flesh book.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a typical week.
Yeah.
So definitely
my
not a guy
marriage.
you want to mess with.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
no.
That's my marriage in a nutshell.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's great. So what is it? Are you gonna try to do like one issue a year? Is that the goal? How are you? What's your production plan?
So currently my artist is on issue 4 with
Cool.
interiors. He's almost done with that. What I'm trying to do is sort of like streamline. I need some more coffee today, guys. I apologize. But I'm trying to streamline the process. So we're doing a lot of issues as far as the art. Like I said, he's already on issue 4. He'll be heading on to 5 pretty soon. So all the art for this issue is complete. We just have lettering and some pre-press stuff to kind of go along with this issue. And we have fulfillment set up with an awesome company, so we have that. So the goal of this is to get issues more frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Incredible. Awesome.
that's the thing.
Man,
That's
3 great
cool.
campaigns tonight, everybody. Absolutely great campaigns. Good Night, the Good Night Paradise Lost #2. Again, with all these campaigns, everybody, the links are below in the description of the show. They're in the live chat right now. Check them out. Fund them when you can. If you can't fund them right now, or if it's just not really your cup of tea, always
Share.
please just share on all your social media outlets that you're using. Help spread the word for all these great creators. It's what continues to grow, the indie community in this new golden age of creating that we are in with crowdfunding. And man, we had the Goodnight Paradise Lost #2. Great art, great story. We've got the Black Phantom, again, killer art, great story, cool concepts. And then we've got here just an awesome charity book with some amazing art, killer creators in here, some of the biggest names in the industry contributing to this. And this is a charitable event, so please consider taking a look at this campaign, helping support the Inkwell Awards, support and honor the great inkers out there and what they're doing. And man, just absolutely incredible. I really want to thank you all tonight for coming on. Man, you guys got some great stuff. This hour went by really fast.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity now.
Yeah, one of our strongest shows that I can remember art-wise.
Yes.
From Richard's book, the Inkwells to, Chad and Crystal's book. Just stunning art. Stunning.
Yeah.
Love
Love
it. Much
Thank you.
appreciated.
They really stand out, which is really cool, Yeah. Not like Billy's stuff.
Nice and diverse.
Right, Chad? Am I right,
Yeah.
Chad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever, right?
Whatever. Trash.
Chad's like, this sucks, man.
Yeah. It's like, this whole thing's horrible.
Yeah,
Just
go
wait till I email you all my critiques.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell my boss. I'm gonna tell my boss not to buy this book. We're gonna pass. It's my decision.
Christian Zaffo wants a wrench, Billy. Shall I grant him a wrench?
I don't know.
What do you think, Cara? Should we grant him a wrench? I almost
No.
said wench.
A wench.
No?
Grant him a
Damn!
wench.
She didn't even think about
Not
it.
a wrench.
I prefer
A wench
wenches.
is fine, but not a wrench. But a wench, yeah.
We'll grant you a wench.
But
Stella,
every
I guess
now,
The land of the good night.
Yeah.
every now and then a good wrench, though.
That's true.
Scala, I got to tell you, I haven't seen you over a week. You look fantastic with your head.
I haven't seen you. Cara hates it. I haven't seen you in forever, man. It's been sad. You know, we talk before bed and when we wake up and eat breakfast.
Yeah. If I could go big on me, you see my face. I shaved Wednesday night for preview night. I think
Go
it was
big,
Wednesday.
bro.
No,
Go
Wednesday
big.
morning before I went to the pool because we were laying out by the pool. And look at all my hair. I'm like the hairiest I've ever been. Look at that.
Wow.
See that?
Oh, bro, you
Little
could grow a
scruffy.
beard. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, I can grow a beard.
You
Are
grow
you
a
gonna
beard.
try? You gonna let
Do
it grow
it.
for a while?
You do that. Yeah.
Do it.
Debbie said no, but I don't
Just
know.
do it. Who cares?
Right? What is she gonna do?
We
Leave
don't
me?
listen to our wives, right? Women.
Or a nice goatee. Goatee.
Yeah. Or a nice goatee.
I want to grow a beard. I want to
Do
try
a
to
chin
grow a beard.
strap. Do a chin strap.
Do it.
Do you shave the
Got it.
neck or no? Then
Yes.
Yeah,
You shave your
shave the
neck?
neck. If you don't shave the neck, it just looks like sloppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll shave my neck.
gotta edge it
tomorrow
up,
and I'll
bro.
see if
Edge
Danny
it.
notices.
Hey, like this is hilarious, but like some people say that using the term neck beard is like derogatory and like we don't use that word, it's insulting and blah blah blah. And
It
I'm
is.
thinking, serious.
Okay, yeah, right.
What is
Like-
that? What's a neck beard? What I heard of it, but what is it?
It's someone who doesn't shave their neck when they have a beard.
Oh, so I'll shave it tomorrow. I'll leave this going. I'll see. What
But it's seen as like kind of sloppy, lazy, rednecky, but like that all sounds bad. So just pretend that I said good things about.
No, that's it's hipstery. Like
A
the
neck beard?
Well, we're having
Yeah.
the family. We're going to Saturday. Friday's my son's 21st birthday. One of my sons, and we're gonna take him out. And then Saturday we're going to a restaurant with the whole family. Like I don't know, like 30 people.
Yeah, we're gonna have so much
So
fun.
probably the shave for that.
Are you gonna give him the bill as his birthday present? Because that would be hilarious.
That would be funny.
No, but you do need to like give him like $20 or more and tell him to go to the liquor store. You know, so he
Yeah, I'm
has-
gonna do that. I'm gonna make him
Yeah.
go buy my. I'm gonna make him go buy my scotch. That's what I'll do.
Yep.
There you go.
Perfect.
Oh, that's fun. My youngest son will turn this Sunday. He will turn 18.
No, wow,
And
they're right
so-
near each other.
Yeah, he gets his first official beer. Doesn't mean he
Oh, you
didn't
can have
drink
beer at
anything.
18 in the Netherlands.
Yeah, 18
Oh,
here.
okay, here it's 21.
Well,
You
I'm
guys are
sure.
so
I'm
much
I'm
older.
sure that on the side he kind of got something already.
Mm.
I mean, I know mine did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drink one drop
it's
of
a-
alcohol. I hate that stuff, but my kids all love it.
It's
Yeah.
official at the age though, Billy. Turning 21.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to go.
That's like true
Yeah.
adulthood right there. Now he's done. He's official.
It's time to move out. Move out of the
Yeah,
house.
I remember when I turned 21, I was still working at that comic shop and doing assistant work, but the owner gave me $100 and said, go buy us some beer and stuff and at the liquor store. So
Right.
never
That's
forget.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
I'm
dad did
definitely
that
gonna do
too.
that.
He
I'm
dropped me off,
definitely-
drove away.
What?
It was so
Oh,
much.
no.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since, but he did buy me a case of beer. So I walked home with half a 30-pack by the time I got home. It was cool. He loves me. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Cara, thanks
Good
for
night.
joining in. Tucci, glad you're able to come. And I know you're tired. I appreciate you coming
Yeah, I'm
on.
gonna go to bed.
Crystal, a pleasure as always. Chad, thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Richard, boom, go back to bed, sir. Catch a couple more hours of sleep.
I
And
will.
we'll see you all tomorrow night for Thursday Night Live with Billy Tucci.
Yeah.
San
Have
Diego
fun.
Later,
Comic-Con
guys.
recap.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right. Have a good night,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on Pop XP. Thank you for joining us If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.